You ever look around you and just look at the world and feel like, kind of like we're in the Matrix, like there's something missing?
Do you think that's like the government making those decisions?
It's way above government.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, who do you think is they?
There are people who've been in charge of the world for quite a long time. And people at the bottom just don't seem to get it. They don't seem to wake up. And they don't seem to wake up because the people in charge try very hard to keep them asleep. You're constantly distracted by everything. You are done. You are now full slave mode. And that's all they want. It's always been the same playbook. It's absolutely incredible that people are not awake enough to see what's fucking happening. I struggle to sleep at night. Like, literally what's happening is fucking crazy.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth. Nothing more.
A lot of people out here, it still amazes me. They believe the government care about them. What the government wants is slaves. Slavery's not gone anywhere, right? So the old school idea of slavery, let's talk about slavery. A government would get slaves, make them work for free and build things. That's slavery. So they've stopped doing that now. So what do now? They get people, make them build things for money, but the government print all the money. So if a government can create as much as they want of something from thin air, and you'll give up your life for this thing they can create from thin air as much as they want, you are still their slave.
I think if you asked every man in the world, every single one, when we were about 10 years old or 11 years old, how do you want to live when you're in your late 20s, early 30s? Like, in 20 years' time, where do you want to be? They'd all say the same thing. They'd say, I want a giant house, I want lots of pretty women, I want to drive around in fast cars. That's what they would say. Now, I find a lot of men in the positions of a lot of men who attack people like me for living my lifestyle. I find their position wholly dishonest.
Let's forget Corona. Let's forget locking us all in our houses and taking our business away. I'm paying how much tax? What? They're helping me how much? If you actually wake up and look around you, you realize you're being destroyed in real time. The idea that government cares about them is a lie. The government is never going to tell you anything that's going to wake you up. The government's going to teach you things that are going to make you subservient and compliant. They're going to tell you all this crap about identifying as a panda and all this other shit is not an accident. When they can convince the average person on the street to pretend that some other person is a panda because they said so, you are fully in the slave mindset.
I treat everybody from the waiter to my housekeepers, to my security with the absolute utmost respect. I'm loyal to the point where I will never ever stab a friend in the back, talk. I mean, that's just general the way I live my life. You know, I take very good care of my mother. I take very good care of my daughter. The journey is massively because, you know, today we're in a bit of a situation where a lot of people, from basic things like pumping cryptocurrency, can make too much money without learning any of the lessons of life. But some people basically get lucky. It's like winning the lottery. If you've bought some crypto coin and now you have like $100 million because you caught some crazy pump, I mean, yeah, cool, you had the foresight to buy that coin, but tens of thousands of other people put money into other coins that didn't blow up. It's essentially like a lottery win. And when I see young guys who are too wealthy at such a young age from doing something that took so little skill and so little hardship, I just know that they are not prepared to have that kind of money.
Let's talk about this. You give 100 people a $1,400 check, right? Everyone understands you can't just leave it in the bank forever because of inflation. The value goes down because what happens when they print trillions of dollars from the sky, the dollar becomes less valuable. And now we're living in a world right now where inflation's getting out of control, especially in America, right? In the last year, inflation's up like 6-7%. So no poor person is going to take that money and just leave it in the bank. They're going to either spend it or invest it. Let's say there's 100 poor people and the 100 poor people spend their money. What do they spend it? Businesses. Who owns businesses? Rich people. Amazon, their stock price went up 30%. Why? Because people are getting stimulus checks and spend it on Amazon. It all went to the rich guy. And then they go, oh yeah, but what about if they invest it? Invest it where? Invest it in the stock market? That increases the stock price. Who owns the company? Rich people. You've made them richer. What if you and all your poor friends, 20 poor friends, it'd be more than 20, 200 poor friends, put all your money in together and bought one house between you? That still takes one house off the market and raises the property value of that area. Who already owns those expensive houses? Rich people.
I know people who are genetically blessed, guys who never ever train. They've got iron six packs and big arms all the time. That guy obviously does not have to try as hard as the skinny little dork to be physically attractive to women. He has to try probably not very hard at all. Maybe he's 6'4", like me. Well, let me tell you something. Everybody can get there. If you're dumb, you can get smarter. If you are weak, you can get stronger. It's just some people are so far gone in terms of being a strong guy, they're 2 out of 10. Now, instead of realizing that they need to work in the gym 3 hours a day, every day for 5 years to be a physically imposing man, they think, oh, well, I haven't got the genetics, I give up. So yeah, you can actually turn a geek into a stud. How can I make money? How do I make a millionaire? What are the secrets to success? There is no secret to success. I have the secret to my success. And the secret to my success is different from the secret to everyone else's success.
When's the last time you sat down with your friends and refused to talk about anything else but how to make money? How are you making money? How are you making money? How am I making money? How can we make money together? How's that guy making money? How's that coffee shop there making money? Is that coffee shop making money? I don't know. Do they sell cake? No. Why don't they sell cake? Everyone in here is a businessman. If they had a cute young waitress, a girl, instead of a guy, they'd probably sell more coffee. Like, no one analyzes anything. They just want to get rich, right? I want to be rich, but they have no plan to get rich.
What I would say is my financial advice that I give to everybody, including how I live today, is I did $10,000 in the club the other day. I spend half of my money like I'm going to live 50 more years and half of my money like I'm going to live 50 more days. Because you know what? I might only live 50 more days. You don't know. No one knows. And life is very, very short. So I think if you put all your money in the bank, saving for a rainy day, you might just die with millions of dollars in the bank. Never ever having been that guy who, had a Ferrari or had a Lamborghini, even though you've had the money.
Whoever is powerful enough to construct a total reset will construct it in a way that we have even less freedom than we've ever had.